I can't think of a time when the hype train was running full steam like it is for Steel Vengeance. In the Coasterverse, as I'll call it for today, Steel Vengeance is like the equivalence to the opening of Avengers Infinity War. So with all this hype, does Steel Vengeance stack up? Okay, so normally I would start off with theming, but I'm going to hold that topic for the end, and just start with intensity. Steel Vengeance isn't intense like Top Thrill Dragster or Intimidator 305, which both feature strong positive Gs. Steel Vengeance is loaded with ejector airtime, intense airtime. There are a couple spots where I notice the strong positive Gs, but this ride is not about that type of intensity. This is an out-of-control coaster, which almost feels like its goal is to launch you out of your seat and send you careening into Lake Erie. This is the peak when it comes to airtime intensity, so I'm giving Steel Vengeance a perfect 10 for intensity. Fun factor. Honestly, I think this is the funnest roller coaster that I've ever ridden. The whole experience is just breathtaking. From the moment you leave the first drop, to the moment you are walking off the ride, I was smiling or laughing. If the line wasn't so dang long, I would just hop right back on and ride all day. So without surprise, I'm giving Steel Vengeance another perfect 10 for the fun factor. Originality. Steel Vengeance may very well be the pinnacle of all RMC coasters. The use of the original structure is incredible. Steel Vengeance plays out like a movie with 3 acts. The first act consists of fun little bunny hills in the pre-lift area and the massive first drop. The second act features long sustained airtime hills and 2 unique inversions. Once you reach the mid-course brake run, the ride rolls into yet another act. This time you're diving in and out of the structure. This final act is all airtime moments, crazy airtime moments. As you are weaving through this giant wooden structure, honestly, I felt like I was in the Millennium Falcon as it's making its way through the Death Star in Return of the Jedi. You know that moment in movies when your heroes are being chased and they come to that point where they're going to squeeze through a tight spot and someone yells, "You're not gonna make it!" Yeah, that's you yelling before you're diving into the wooden structure. It's crazy, you're being flipped and turned, all while Steel Vengeance is still trying to throw you out of your seat. Steel Vengeance is a really wild ride. Oh yeah, and just before the ending, the grand finale of the experience, Steel Vengeance throws you into 6 short, intense airtime hills. Many people compare it to bull riding, which is probably not far from the truth. So obviously Steel Vengeance gets yet another perfect 10 in originality. Smoothness. Just like most or all RMCs, Steel Vengeance is butter smooth. I couldn't find a single flaw in this category. Though this has nothing to do with the smoothness, I will say this, Steel Vengeance has like the loudest chain lift ever. Even when you're standing in the station, once it starts up the hill, it's deafening to everybody. But anyways, another 10 for Steel Vengeance in the smoothness category. Okay, the final topic is theming. Like many coasters at Cedar Point, or any Cedar Fair park, the theming is usually really light to non-existent. Steel Vengeance is no exception. Besides from the weird looking trains, yeah, I'm not a fan of the design. I mean, I do get what they're going for, and I'm happy that they put effort into the trains. It's just not my style. Steel Vengeance has a couple quote-unquote themed signs throughout the queue area. Steel Vengeance sign is actually pretty cool looking. I like how they have these chains holding the sign down like it's a chain beast or something. The structure serves as part of the theming too. As I already mentioned, it's quite impressive. I do like the lanterns that they use as lights on the lift hill. It adds a nice little touch. Where I'm really truly disappointed with the theming is the station. As far as I could tell, they did absolutely nothing with the old Mean Streak station. If they just jazzed up the station somewhat, I could have given Steel Vengeance another perfect rating, but because of this one flaw, I'm inclined to give Steel Vengeance an 8 with theming. So my final score comes to 9.6, which is a fantastic rating. I was really hoping to give Steel Vengeance a perfect 10, but I just can't look past the theming. I mean, I do grade on a curve when it comes to the theming because I can't expect every coaster to be a Disney or Universal level of theming. It's just not practical. However, I do expect Parks to put a little more effort into the theming, and Steel Vengeance could have used some improvement in its theming. Honestly, it wouldn't take much for me to push this to a 10. If the station had any theming, I would have went with it. Well, that's it for today's review. Let me know what you think of Steel Vengeance. Am I being too hard for its lack of theming or not hard enough? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click on the subscribe button now. Till next time, see ya!